start sitting in a comfortable upright position. You can sit with your legs crossed. If it's hard to stay up tall, put a blanket under your bum. We're going to just rest our hands on our knees. And we're going to breathe in and out through our nose. And as you're breathing in and out through your nose, we're going to take a moment and just see if we can even out that breath, making the inhale equal to the exhale. Now we're going to take a moment and see if you can change something about your posture, perhaps just getting taller, perhaps rolling forward or back on your pelvis a little bit. But just try something and see if your breathing gets any less effortful. Alright, now on your next inhale, let your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Make sure you keep your chest lifted and your collarbones wide. As we exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And then final exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale your chest into your chin. You can open your eyes and bring your head up. We're going to inhale both arms up overhead. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to exhale the right hand over towards the floor and reach. You want your left butt cheek to stay glued to the floor as you reach up and out. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, over to the left. Continuing to breathe. Keeping that right cheek glued to the floor. And both arms up. We're going to exhale, both hands behind us. Interlace your fingers if you can. And we're going to straighten the arms behind us and get long through the spine. We're going to come up, make your way to hands and knees. If you were sitting on a blanket, you can move it out to the side. We're going to do just a couple moments of cat-cow on our hands and knees. For this, we want to make sure that our fingers are spread wide and all of our knuckles stay to the floor. We're going to exhale as we tuck our tail under and tuck our chins, looking back towards our belly button. And then inhale, lifting the tail, looking ahead. Exhale, arching up. Inhale, neutral. All right, next we're going to tuck our toes under and shift back to a bent knee, downward dog. Once you get here, you can start to wiggle, pushing down one heel at a time. And then walking your hands towards your feet with your knees bent. And then rolling up one vertebrae at a time to standing. We're going to step to the front of the mat and move into some sun salutations. Starting with your feet a little bit apart if you'd like. Some people do prefer them together. They should just be comfortable. I'm going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold in the general direction of the floor, keeping the knees straight. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins or knees, and really stretching the spine long. Exhale, hands to the floor, step, hop, or jump back, and lower down slowly. Inhale into cobra or upward dog or press up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Feel free to wiggle around, find things that feel good, but just remember to keep breathing. Looking up between your hands, we're going to step, hop, or jump up to the front. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. Exhale, forward fold to the floor. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to chest. Do that exact same thing 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step, hop, or jump back and lower down. Inhale, up. So upward dog, cobra, just a press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make sure you keep breathing. Looking up between your hands, step, hop, or jump up to the front. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold towards the floor. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step, hop, or jump back and lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking up between your hands, we're going to step, hop, or jump up to the front. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to chest. we're just going to do a couple of standing poses. For here, if you'd like, you can use some blocks. We will come down into some kneeling poses, so if you'd prefer to have a blanket for your knees, that's fine. All right. So we're going to step back the right foot into a high lunge. You want your front knee over your ankle. You want your back leg straight and your heel up. Arms overhead if you'd like. Bring your arms down. And if you'd like, you could slowly lower that knee down. This is where the blocks may come in handy. You can actually do a lunge into it and look up. Still breathing nice and slow. And then we're going to keep our thigh close to our rib cage and try to straighten that front leg. Maybe you can inhale, come back up and lunge forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, come on back. Now we can come back to kind of our lunge position. We're going to come up into a side angle pose. For this, you can have a hand on a block or on the floor or all the way up on your knee. What we're going to do is we're going to come up, lift our back knee, turn that foot, and then we're going to turn our rib cage, using our elbow to make sure that our knee doesn't come with us. And slide our right arm right over our ears. And breathe. Maybe think about a nice 3-second inhale and a 3-second exhale. We can move into triangle pose. Here we can use another block. We're going to straighten both legs. Again, this is when we're going to be turning our breastbone up, reaching up, and then perhaps pulling our hips forward, keeping our shoulders away from our ears, and you can look down at your hands. Well, down at one hand, up at your other one, or straight ahead, whatever feels best for you. And bring that arm down. I'm going to move the block out of the way and step forward. And roll on up. Alrighty, now for the other side. So we're going to step back with our left foot into a high lunge. You can use your hands for support here to sink into it. That knee just going to where the ankle is. Back leg is straight, heel is up. Raise your arms up if you'd like. And the arms down. Slowly lower down. Bring the blocks in. We're going to lunge forward. As you lunge forward, we're still breathing. Toes on the back foot can be pointed or up, whatever makes you happy. But as we come in, our chest lifts up. Maybe you push your hands into your blocks. And breathe. And then we're going to shift backwards. Feeling stretch on the back of that front leg. Shifting forward, lifting the chest. Shifting back. And really reaching that right hip for the back of the room. Maybe lifting your chest towards the front of the room. Shift forward. One more shift back. to shift forward and we're going to do that side angle pose again. So again, if you want the block there, welcome to it. I'm going to put my elbow on my knee, tuck my toes under, come up, turn that back foot down, and turn my rib cage up, and then reach up over my head and breathe. Now for triangle pose, again, grab a block. If you do use your shin, make sure that you're not pushing your knee back too far. Come up, turn that rib cage up, and reach up. And again, your head can look down, straight ahead, or up towards the sky. Down, move the block over, step forward, and we're going to roll on up. All right. Now we're going to come back down to the floor. And we're going to lie down and do a gentle twist, and then Shavasana. Now Shavasana is corpse pose. One of my favorite ways to enjoy it is to have a blanket. So almost anything will do. Yoga blankets are well suited to do it. But to make like a little fan, and we can just run that right up along the spine for a little bit of chest opening. But before we arrange that, we lie down on our backs. Arms out to the side. And then keeping your shoulder blades on the floor, let your knees fall to the right and look over your left shoulder and breathe. And then legs to the left, look over to the right and breathe. Center. And then hopefully you kept your blanket close. Sometimes it's nice to have an eye pillow, get those with lavender scent or not. Something to kind of block out light, which is very helpful in the relaxation process. The point of Shavasana is not to fall asleep, but rather to just relax everything into the floor. Down to here, palms face up, collarbones are wide, and then you just want to have your arms be soft into the ground. Legs are comfortable, feet are relaxed. Shavasana can be, oh, it's so nice if it can be at least 10 minutes. But feel free to turn off the video and indulge for as much as you'd like, or just stay here for the next 3 minutes. Run a little, take a little sweep starting at the head, making sure that the spot between your eyebrows, your third eye is relaxed. And that your eyes are relaxed, kind of settled into the sockets, maybe gently looking down at the cheekbones. rotating your wrists and your ankles. If you'd like, take a full body stretch. Then when you're ready, leaving one arm up for a bit of a pillow, you're going to roll to your right side, keeping your eyes closed. And just breathe. And then using your hands to help yourself up, with your eyes still closed if you can. Come to some kind of comfortable upright position. Sitting tall. You can bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at your chest. And you can bow forward, thanking yourself for taking a little bit of time to take care